Good morning. Today we are going to prepare the nylon 6,10 polymer by step growth polymerization or condensation polymerization. So in order to prepare this nylon 6,10, we have to take these two monomers. One is hexamethylene diamine and subacyl chloride. So this subacyl chloride is an acid. It is also called as diacid. Why we are saying diacid? Because it contains two acid group. This one is one acid group, and here it is another one acid group. And then here hexamethylene diamine. Hexa means six methylene groups. See here CH2 6 groups, and then diamine. Di means 2, amine means NH2. So we have two amine groups. Okay. So we are using hexamethylene diamine and subacyl chloride. Finally we are getting nylon 6,10 polymer. Okay. So nylon 6,10 polymer plus HCl. HCl is a byproduct. So that's why we have to add sodium hydroxide here, because it is giving HCl as a byproduct. HCl is an acid. So in order to neutralize this acid, we are adding sodium hydroxide to make it neutral. Now we have to calculate the number of atoms in this monomer and molecular mass. So carbon we have 6, hydrogen 16, nitrogen 2, and then molecular mass we have to calculate. So molecular mass means number of atoms into atomic mass. So here carbon atom is 6 and then atomic mass 12. So 12 into 6 plus hydrogen 16 numbers into atomic mass 1, 16 plus nitrogen atomic mass 12. So 12 into 2. Nitrogen atomic mass 14, 14 into 2. So molecular mass you will get 116 gram per mole. So like that we have to calculate the molecular mass for second monomer, subacyl chloride, and then molecular mass for polymer, nylon 6,10 polymer, which is 282 gram per mole. So this one we can call it as condensation reaction. Why we are saying condensation reaction? Because it is giving HCl as a byproduct. So if you take addition reaction, there is no elimination of any byproducts. Here is the main product, nylon 6,10 polymer, and this one is additional product, which is nothing but the byproduct. So in addition reaction, there is no elimination of any byproduct, but in condensation, it will give some byproduct like HCl, water, ethanol, ammonia, like that it will give some byproduct. So like that we can differentiate between addition and condensation. Then the next technique to differentiate addition and condensation reaction is number of atoms. So the number of atoms in the monomer will be greater than the number of atoms in the polymer. It will be like this. So the number of atoms in the monomer will be higher, number of atoms in the polymer will be lesser. If it is like this, then we can call it as condensation reaction. In addition reaction, number of atoms in the monomer and polymer will be same. See here, for example, here we have the number of atoms for first monomer and second monomer. Add the two atoms together, we got it. See, carbon 16, hydrogen 32, nitrogen 2, chlorine 2, oxygen 2. So this one is the number of atoms for the overall monomer, both monomer 1 plus monomer 2. And here is the number of atoms for the polymer. So here also we have calculated. See here, carbon 16, same. Hydrogen here 32, here 30. It means it is less. Then nitrogen 2, same. Chlorine 2, here there is no chlorine. It means it is less. Oxygen 2, here oxygen 2. So where this hydrogen and chlorine is going? So this 2 hydrogen and 2 chlorine, it is going off as a byproduct, HCl. It means here this chlorine, hydrogen and this chlorine, it is going off as a byproduct. That's why we are adding sodium hydroxide to neutralize the acid. And also we can say this one as a interfacial condensation polymerization. Interfacial, inter means among the two phase. So why we are saying interfacial condensation polymerization? It means we are going to get the nylon 6,10 in between the two phase. Okay. So interfacial means, like for example, international. International means among the different countries, two different countries, or among more than one different country. So like that, interface means among the two phase. See here, first phase, second phase. So here is the first monomer, and then here is the second monomer. These two monomer, it will not mix, because the first monomer, hexamethylene diamine, we are dissolving in water. So we are dissolving in water, it means it is inorganic solvent. This second monomer, we are dissolving in hexane, it means it is organic solvent. Sebaceous chloride, we are dissolving in hexane, organic solvent. So these two phase, it is like oil and water. So the oil and water, it will not mix. It will form heterogeneous solution, two phase. So what will happen? Only the monomer from the first phase and the monomer from the second phase, it will react in between the two layers. Then we have to collect the polymer with the help of glass rod. We have to wind up the polymer in a fiber form. So that's why we are calling it as interfacial condensation polymerization. So before going to start this preparation, we have to calculate the moles and molarity of the monomers. First, we have to calculate the moles and molarity of diamine. Diamine means the first monomer, hexamethylene diamine. So moles formula is mass by molecular mass. Mass, I am going to take 1.5 gram. Molecular mass, already we calculated, 116 gram per mole. Gram cancel, the remaining unit is mole. So it is giving 0.012 mole. Now we have to calculate the molarity. Molarity formula is mole by volume, volume in terms of liter, capital L. So mole, we got the value 0.012 mole. Then volume is, I am going to dissolve the diamine in 25 ml of water. So the ml we have to convert into liter. So 25 ml means 0.025 liter. Okay. So we are getting 0.48 mole per liter. Now next one is, we have to calculate the moles and molarity of diacid. Diacid means second monomer, sebaceous chloride. Moles formula is mass by molecular mass. So this diacid is a liquid. Here I am going to take only 1 ml. So how to calculate the mass? First we have to calculate the mass. The density of sebaceous chloride is 1.12 gram per ml. It is a constant value. So now volume, I am going to take 1 ml. So density is equal to mass by volume. Mass equal to volume into density. We need mass. So volume, I am going to take 1 ml. Then density is 1.12 gram per ml. ml cancel, remaining unit is gram. The answer is 1.12 gram. So we calculated the mass. Because this sebaceous chloride is a liquid. Acid, volume we have to convert into mass. Okay. Now molecular mass of sebaceous chloride, already we got it, 239 gram per mole. So we are getting the moles, 0.004. Now molarity we have to calculate, mole by volume. Mole we got it. Then volume is 25 ml of hexane. 25 ml means 0.025 liter. So finally we got 0.16 mole per liter. So we calculated the moles and molarity for diamine and diacid. The next one is, we have to calculate the percentage yield. So percentage yield formula is mass of obtained dry nylon divided by theoretical mass into 100. So this value, first we have to complete the preparation We have to dry the sample, then we have to take the mass. This one is a practical value and this one is a theoretical value. Before going to prepare the nylon, we can calculate the theoretical value. So theoretical mass of nylon, how to calculate? Here is the formula. Equal to smallest mole value into molecular mass of nylon polymer. Smallest mole value means already we calculated the mole for diamine and diacid. So here is the moles. So among these two moles, which one is the smallest mole? Diacid. So put this value here, 0.004 mole. And molecular mass of nylon already we calculated 282 gram per mole. So mole cancel. Finally we got 1.128 gram. This is the theoretical mass. So percentage yield equal to this one. We will get it only when we complete the preparation of nylon. Divided by theoretical mass 1.128 into 100. You will get some percentage. So like that we have to calculate the percentage yield. That's it.